Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. This morning, we're going to do something slightly different. We're trying to get one or two things going. We need to look at this issue this morning. A couple of days ago, on the 15th of March, today is the 17th, they're saying, I'll read what it says to you. Drama as lawmaker clash over petition on insecurity. Now, you are going to hear from a House of Rep member. He is going to try and table a motion. Now, I want you to listen closely to what the Deputy Speaker will say. What the House of Rep member is saying is perfectly valid. There is nothing wrong. In fact, within the Constitution of Nigeria, it requires that he speaks a manner in which he's speaking. But as you will see, from the reaction of the Deputy Speaker, you will know that any idea of one Nigeria is completely it's a misnomer. It's a falsehood. Did you hear me? Any idea of one Nigeria, at least in this manner of every part of that contraption having a say in the affairs of the nation, when you hear the Deputy Speaker speak, you will understand that that is a non-starter. What we have right now as we speak is a Fulani nation for Fulani people by Fulani people, and to the exclusion of the Southerners, period. Listen on.
Speaker, I have a petition from the Mutual Union of the TIV in America against the federal government of Nigeria. And the issue has to do with the ancestral land of the TIV people that seem to have been possessed in recent times through various attacks, and the fact that they are languishing in IDP camps till date without any intervention. With your kind permission, Mr. Speaker, I want to lay this petition before this honorable House.
Did you say TIVs in America?
The petition is from the Mutual Union of TIV people in America. Yes, there's a very...
Listen, this is a man that's supposed to know the laws. Now, I'm actually going to do something right now. This is the Deputy Speaker. I'm going to let you listen to him. But before I go ahead, I'm now doing something. Sorry about this. I need to do something quickly here. If I can, if this will allow me, I want you to go with me to www.citizenay.org. On there, I have the Nigerian Constitution, and you all know I'm a little bit of an expert when it comes to that area. Now, I'm going to dissect what it says, and I will read it to you, and we can see what he's talking about. Now, let's see. Oh. Okay, sorry, got it. Now, okay. Now, let's listen to Ahmed Wase, the Deputy Speaker. The comments he made, they prove that he is incapable of being in that position. He shouldn't have even have been appointed to the position of Deputy Speaker of the House of Reps. Listen to his comments.
If they're in America, could they really be an interested party here? Do they really know what is exactly going on?
Okay, yes, they do, because they have their family members and their people here with them, and they're, as a pressure group, bringing this petition because they believe that they are also stakeholders.
Mr. Gbillah, I don't want to make a blanket statement regarding those who are in diaspora. If this petition is coming from those who are within the country, I believe it has a very good standing.
No,
but these people living in America and then coming to lodge now.
No, there are Nigerians who are not all resident there. Some of them are just studying. Some of them just went there to do courses.
No, if you say they are Nigerians, they are Nigerians. But I don't know if you have a dual citizenship. If they have dual citizenship.
No, they don't have dual citizenship. They're all Nigerian citizens. That's why I said it's a union of an association Just like we have association of lawyers in other states who are from another.
Register with the Corporate Affairs of Nigeria.
Sorry?
Register with the Corporate Affairs of Nigeria.
Which one? The association I'm talking about?
Yes, all associations are registered in the Corporate Affairs of Nigeria.
We can also begin to look at the fact that our Constitution, Section 40, does not stop any of us from freedom of association.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, let's go and look at that again. The last time I checked, if you are within the borders of Nigeria, that is to say your land of your people, if you are within that, you are considered a Nigerian. Now, whether you travel outside of the country and you go and study outside does not remove that fact from you, does not mean that you are then denied that right, that you cannot participate in what is happening in your land. Now, let's go and look at Section 40, like the Right Honorable member of House of Reps, the guy posing the question. Let's go and look at Section 40. Let's go and look at it. Because it is important to look at things from this point of view. Beg your pardon, it's a little bit nippy this morning. Right, okay. Now, Section 40, like I said, every person shall be entitled to assemble freely and associate with other persons, and in particular, he may form or belong to any party or any political party, trade union, or any other association for the protection of his interests, provided that this all the provisions of the section shall not derogate the powers conferred by the Constitution on the Independent National Electoral Commission and respect the political parties to which commission does not accord recognition. Now, yeah, that's fine. So the first part of it is what we're looking at. Every person. Let me see if I can actually, can I do something with it? No, I'm just going to read it to you. I think it's easier. And in fact, you know what? I don't want to just read it alone. I'm going to copy. I'll post and I'll come. I'm going to flip between screens. So forgive me. You will see it come up in a minute. 1 second. You will see it come up now. So I'm just going to put Section 40 up. You will see it come up. Because I don't believe in just talking about things alone. I want to make sure that it's actually quite, I want to make it interactive. It's very important that we all play a part in what is going on and understand that's why, again, I ask people who speak of One Nigeria. The comment of Ahmed Wase, the deputy House of Rep speaker, shows that he's unfit for the role, number one. Number two, it shows the agenda of the Fulanis to take over the entire nation. If you're a Fulani from across Africa, anywhere in Africa, you can come and be any part of the government. You can be anything you want. But if you are not a Fulani, and you happen to be in America, where, by the way, we were all forced to fly to different parts of the world to survive because of the fate of the abject failure of governance, you have no say in governance. In essence, what I'm saying is there is nothing like one Nigeria. There is nothing like one Nigeria. It's only a Fulani land for Fulani land by Fulanis, to the exclusion of everybody else in the contraption we call Nigeria. And I say that emphatically. Now, let's go and read this bit of information a bit more, and I'll give you my own understanding of it. As I said, I'm a bit of an expert in a way because I do a lot of research when it comes to the Constitution, as you all know. That's my area of interest because of what happened to me. Let me tell you a little story about myself. Back in 2017, I had an issue. I went home. My relative was unwell. And I saw the state they were in, and it got me worried. 2017, end of 2017, early 2018. Anyway, went back, then came back. When I came back, there was, before I came back, I tried to see hospitals and things, nothing was happening. And I thought, I don't care. I was so worried about their health. Somebody said they would help me. I shouldn't have believed in all that, but when you're in that environment, this is what I mean. When you don't have health care, when you have nobody to turn to, when the people who are most dear to you are at the mercy of health issues, and nobody is telling you how to do things, or nobody is providing that for you, you will turn to whatever. Some local people said, some people, the Babalawos or, Onishegun, they said they would help and everything else. And I'm in between. I'm sure they did something. I don't know what it is, but you know what? I thought, you know what, it's better I try and do something for my relative as much as I can. Anyway, the long and short of it was I got scammed of a lot of money, thousands of dollars, literally. And I came back and I paid the money and everything else. And of course, they walked away and they lied. I mean, I have the evidence. And at some point, I have the evidence. I have, and factually, there's a big bank that I'm looking at how we're going to expose this. And actually, because this is not going to go quiet, I'm not going to go quiet on this one. I just need to find the right time. And also, by the way, when I informed the police and the EFCC said, "Oh, sorry, it's we can't take this any further. There's nothing we can do for you. It's a case of one person against the other, and that's how And then that was the first thing they said. Then the next time they said, "Okay, if we want to look at it, we'll pay you some money. Then you have to pay us some money." Then the police, they said, "Oh, yeah, I've spoken to the guy." In fact, one of the officers said, "I've spoken to the guy. I've called him. I've got his number, but we need some money. If you give us some money, we will look in the case for you." The point I'm making here is that contraction is a failure. It's a disaster. And at that point, that's when I realized that I had a breakdown. I'm not going to lie, I had a breakdown. I had a mental breakdown. And I was really, it really broke me. It did. But when I came out, I thought to myself, oh, hang on. Then I saw something about a lady who jumped into the river. And she jumped into the river for something like 150,000 naira. Then I suddenly realized, oh my goodness, I can recover from this. I can get myself, build myself back up from the thousands. I think it was about $20,000. I'll be frank with you. Yeah, I've got the evidence and I'll show it. So, I said to myself, God, and people, for just 150,000 naira, she jumped in the river, killed herself, because that's what she owed. And here I am, able to recover. And in the country that I was in, they helped in terms of me getting myself back together because, I got the medical help I needed. And that... So I'm sorry it's a bit long with it. I beg your pardon. And that told me something. Excuse me. And that told me something. That told me, oh my goodness to me. Excuse me. Give me 1 second. I need to just get something. Yeah, I'm back. 1 second, please. Oh. I do apologize. Give me a minute. Just have to clear up my nose. It's blocked up. Now. Okay. So, as I was saying, they had the healthcare here to help me recover. Excuse me. They helped me recover. And as I came through all that, then I tried to obviously speak to some people and the banks and everything. They didn't want to help. The Nigerian bank was, in fact, I'm going to mention the bank, Well, I won't mention it now. I've got the paperwork to back it up. Anyway, so what happened was that they, that woke me up to realize that people in Nigeria, you're just one paycheck. Well, you are at the mercy of the entire system. There is no health care for anybody. There is no mechanism to help people recover. Everything is geared to just making your life a frustrating experience, particularly if you are from the South. They just don't want, anything for you to function. And the contraption was something not of our own making, but of those who colonized us. Now, those who colonized us have now used that now they got the Fulanis to be doing their bidding at the expense of the rest of us. And those are the facts. Now, going back to the point I'm making here, all of that has led to the point where the Fulanis can now say what this man said here. Let's play back what he said. Let's play back. Listen. Now, listen now.
Them just went there to do studying. Some of them just went there to do citizens.
They have to.
Listen. Listen to what.
Now.
Listen.
Living in America, coming from those who are within the country, I believe.
Listen to this.
I don't want to make a blanket statement regarding those who are in diaspora. If this petition is coming from those who are within the country, I believe it has a very good standing.
From the same people, and I'm actually going to do something right now because I'm not going to take this line back. I need to get you a video of Ahmed Bala. Actually, let me see. I think I have a video of Ahmed Bala telling us that, Mohammed Bala telling us that they welcome Fulanis. Listen, I'm going to put it in the middle of it right now because it's better to put the proper context in this so that we understand quite why when we say there's no one Nigeria, for us in the South, we need to understand this is a fact. So let me bring that up to you quickly. I'll just quickly find the video. One minute, please. I just wanted to just play. Bala. Okay. No, Bala Muhammad. Sorry, beg your pardon. Bala Muhammad. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Let me just get this right. Second. Now, I'm going to play you something at this point. Now, I'm going to play you something in the middle of this. I want to play it in the context of what this man is saying just there. Because if you don't understand quite how damaging this is, then you will think it's nothing. Now, listen. 1 minute. So, now let's hear Bala now. I'm going to fast forward it a little bit.
Indeed, that is our next guest. You can already see him being introduced by the slide there. His Excellency Bala Mohammed.
Now, listen to this bit.
All seriousness, that this is a very bleak picture for us that you have just painted. And because the security situation is very, very disturbing. Disturbing in the sense that it has gone beyond that manifestation of insecurity.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. I was a bit trigger happy there. Sorry, not the one I want. I want the one where he was talking about all Fulanis can come to Nigeria. Let me just put that here. I want to bring that to you. So that's the one I want you to hear. So let's have a look. Get this one. Second. I'll get it for you. I just want to get it out. Here we go. Now, 1 year ago. Thank you. That's the one. That's the one I wanted you to see. Now we got the right video. Got the right video. Sorry, I do beg your pardon. Sometimes it can be a bit long-winded, but it's better we get this thing right than to just make, you know. Now, okay. Let's get it go. Good that. Okay. Now, okay. So now we can hear him. Let's hear him.
Bauchi State. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Let's hear him.
Thank you.
Well, let's start off with this national livestock transformation. We understand, yes, NEC decided upon it. They came to that decision. They agreed among themselves. The modalities, how it needs to work. But help us understand this. First of all, has your state, you're not one of the pilot states, are you?
No, we are not one of the pilots, but having seen that we are that part of the savannah in Nigeria, and of course we have most of the pastoralists in our state, we indicated our intention or our interest in the program because...
Now, I'm going to forward it past that.
No, to cultivate that culture in our people, while at the same time bringing the Fulanis in one fold and try to arrest their traditional practice of moving from one place to the other. And that is very big, an uphill task. But I think we can communicate with them more because to them, they don't have borders from Cameroon to Nigeria.
But that's the thing, Your Excellency. How do we ensure that those who will be participating in this federal government largely funded program will be Nigerians?
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of the operations. Operations. You said to bring in the Fulanis together.
You see, the issue of misconception, I say there is a lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man.
Listen.
The Fulani man is a global or an African person.
You see?
He moves from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man.
Are you listening?
And as a person, I may have my relations in the Cameroon.
Can you listen?
But they are also Fulani men. I have relations because from the maternal side, I'm a Fulani man. And that is why we want to educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan, as somebody coming from the Niger Delta, because he speaks the Niger Delta language, which you and I don't. And of course, we would have to just take this as part of our own heritage, something that is not.
Can you see what is going on? Do you understand? Now, let's go back to the other video quickly. Now, listen to this video. Listen. Listen now. Listen now.
Make a blanket statement regarding those
that as a pressure group bringing this petition because they believe that they are also stakeholders.
Mr. Gbillah, I don't want to make a blanket statement regarding those who are in diaspora. If this petition is coming from those who are within the...
I'm going to go back a little bit.
Do they really know what is exactly...
No, go back again.
People...
Now listen.
Did you say thieves in America?
Now, please, I'm going to flip back. I know it's a bit of back and forth, but I want you to hear this again. Listen.
Who's from the Gambia, from Senegal, Cameroon to Nigeria.
But that's the thing.
There we go.
While at the same time bringing the Fulanis in one fold and try to arrest their traditional practice of moving from one place to the other. And that is very big, an uphill task. But I think we can communicate with them more because to them, they don't have borders from Cameroon to Nigeria.
But that's the thing, Your Excellency. How do we ensure that those who will be participating in this federal government largely funded program will be Nigerians?
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of the operations. Operations. You said to bring in the Fulanis together.
The issue of misconception, I said there is a lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person.
Did you hear that? The Fulani man is a global or an African person. But, watch this. Watch this. Now, let's play. You see, that's Bala Muhammad. He said the Fulani man is a global or an African person. So why is it that this man is now questioning the right of the thieves to their land? So the thieves cannot afford... Listen, watch.
The petition is from the Mutual Union of TIV people in America. Yes, there's a very...
If they're in America, could they really be an interested party here. Do they really know what is exactly going on?
Okay, yes, they do, because they have their family members and their people here with them, and they're, as a pressure group, bringing this petition because they believe that they are also stakeholders.
Mr. Gbillah, I don't want to make a blanket statement regarding those.
Can you see that?
If this petition is coming from those who are within the country, I believe it has a very good standing.
No,
but these people living in America and then coming to lodge, now.
No, there are Nigerians who are not all resident there. Some of them are just studying. Some of them just went there to do courses.
No, if you say they are union, if they are Nigerians, they are Nigerians. But I don't know if you have a dual citizenship. If they have dual citizenship,
and then they do not have dual citizenship. They are all Nigerian citizens. That's why I said it's a union of an association.
So he's talking about dual citizenship. Please indulge me. I insist you indulge me in this one. Let's go back. So the Fulanis, they have automatic dual citizenship today, so they can be Fulani from all over Africa and they can come to Nigeria and they also be Nigerians. Abi? So it's only for them. So this dual citizenship is only for the preserved or the Fulanis. Is that correct? Listen again. I want to listen. Just hear.
Sure that those who will be participating.
Let me go back here.
On the skin, and of course we will try more to cultivate that culture in our people, while at the same time bringing the Fulanis in one fold and try to arrest their tradition.
Please listen.
Practice of moving from one place to the other, and that is very big, an uphill task. But I think we can communicate with them more, because to them they don't have borders from Cameroon to Nigeria.
But that's the thing, Your Excellency. How do we ensure that those who will be participating in this federal government largely funded program will be Nigerians?
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of the operations.
In terms of everything.
To bring in the Fulanis together. We have Fulanis from other countries.
The issue of misconception, I see there is a lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person.
Did you hear?
He moves from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man.
So he moved from the Gambia, from the Senegal, his nationality is just a Fulani man. Did you hear? Now, that is his answer. Now, let's go back. Please, we need to end Nigeria now. It is not even a discussion. Listen on.
Just like we have association of lawyers in other states who are from another.
Register with the Corporate Affairs of Nigeria.
Sorry?
Register with the Corporate Affairs of Nigeria.
Which one do you?
The question we should be asking Ahmed Wase, the deputy speaker, are the Fulanis recorded with the Corporate Affairs of Nigeria? The Fulanis from across Gambia, Senegal, like Bala Muhammad said, are they registered? Are they? Please, if you're speaking about One Nigeria, listen to this one. No, you need to answer us. Give us an answer. Those of you who believe in One Nigeria, give us an answer on this one. Let's watch on.
Association I'm talking about?
Yes, all associations are registered in the Corporate Affairs in Nigeria.
We can also begin to look at the fact that our Constitution, Section 40, does not stop any of us from freedom of association.
I'm not saying that. I'm not stopping that, but I'm saying if they are Nigerians and living in Nigeria.
So if they are Nigerians living in Nigeria, what about the Fulanis? The Fulanis from Senegal and from Gambia that come here, are they Nigerians? To come to that you give freeway, that Bala Muhammad is, oh, they are Fulanis, they can come to Nigeria. So it's one law for the Fulani. It's another law for those of us who are Middle Beltans, Yorubas, and Igbos. So Middle Beltans, Southwest, and Southeasterns, no, we don't have the right to question what is being done in our land. We need to break up contractual Nigeria now. We need to break it up. This is enough. This is being turned into a Fulani land right before our eyes, and we cannot be silent. Yoruba nation that we put up, raised our flags yesterday, it's here to stay. It is here to stay. Let me, at this juncture, I've not got it, but I'll see what I can do. I might be able to get it up. One second. I want to just show you something that is of immense importance in all of this. Because when we are doing things, please do share this broadcast. And I encourage you to try and watch it. I encourage you to try and watch the broadcast as much as you can. To try and watch it as much as you can. Let me have a look. To try and just to share this broadcast. I want to show you something that I am immensely proud of as a Yoruba man. Something that I saw yesterday, and I want to just bring it in. And we need to just say it like it is. We're not accepting any nonsense from anybody. You're not going to silence us. We're not accepting that from anybody. Now, I'm going to just do this because this is a reality that whether the Fulanis like or not, they must be confronted with. And we will not accept anything less. We are going for Yoruba nation. We are justified. That flag right there, the flag right there, is the Yoruba nation flag. It was hoisted up exactly after 90 days where we gave the Nigerian, the contraption, the time to respond and look at the situation and address our concerns. Clearly they didn't. So this was raised in Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, Dopemu Underbridge, Lagos. So we are proud of that. And because of discussions by the likes of Ahmed Wase that continues to tell people, Southerners, that they don't have a right to be Nigerians, but Fulanese from Gambia, Senegal, and all over the world have the right to be Nigerians. And in fact, they have the right to have dual citizenship. Oh, my people come from Senegal, they come from, so they can have, but we Yorubas, we thieves, and people from the South, we don't have that. Frankly, there's no one Nigeria. That's evidence that they are not Nigerians. The Fulanis are not Nigerians. They came into Nigeria and they must be sent back to where they came from. There is nothing like one Nigeria. This is a fraud. So I'm putting that there. Please support Yoruba Nation. That flag is up and we will go for Yoruba Nation. Biafra will support. Middle Belt will also support. And the TIV people. So watch this now. Let's listen on.
Bringing issues, I agree. But somebody in America who is far away in this country.
Mr. Speaker, this is not the first time we have presented petitions, even from those who are not resident.
That is why
we even
the
have
Speaker has to allow the petition to be laid until he's convinced. I'm not convinced that somebody from America should come in here and then be laying.
This man is a hypocrite. He, number one. Number two, he doesn't know the laws. If we are going to go strictly with the Constitution of Nigeria, and this tells you why the Constitution is meaningless. These people, they don't care about the Constitution. They are making the laws as they go along. We need to break away from Nigeria now. We must. Listen on.
Nigeria, I'm not convinced.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, would you allow for the relevant committee to also look at it?
First, when you read the clause says, with the permission of the Speaker, it means that the Speaker...
So the Speaker now, he's now made himself judge and jury above everything else.
The Speaker is convinced of the issues raised and the local standing of the person talking.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, you know we have a diaspora.
Do you know that the rights of the cows are far more important to this Fulani government than the rights of you as a Southerner? Do you know that? The right of the cow to roam anywhere it wants is far more important to this contraption we call Nigeria, under the Fulanis, than you, the citizens of Nigeria. I hope you understand that. And I hope you understand the magnitude of what I'm telling you right now. Share this video when you see it. I'm sorry the beginning was a little bit, ropey in terms of I was sneezing and everything else. But watch and listen. The rights of the cows and other Fulani men and women across the whole of Africa and around the world is far more important than our rights as Southerners in our own land. The Fulanis are guests in our nation. They are guests. Now they are taking it over completely and they are pushing us out of it and they want to enslave us. Yoruba people, it is time to stand. There's no excuses. We need to stand up for ourselves in our land. We're not going to the Senegal. or to the Gambia to take the land of the Fulanis. The Fulanis are coming into our land to take it. Do you get it? So if you're talking about one, Nigeria is not something we created. This is the creation of the colonials. And we must dismantle it. The Fulanis are using it to create a new Fulani nation with our land. That's the fact. Listen on to this guy.
Department, even as a country that handles issues with Nigerians in the diaspora, and we do not tell them that they are not resident in Nigeria. Abike Dabri, a very right honorable member of this house, superintends over that.
Well said. Well said, Gbillah.
The issues of Nigerians as long as they're Nigerian citizens, even in diaspora. So these are still Nigerian citizens with Nigerian passports who are sending a petition.
Maybe Gbillah, I will refer you to the function.
Can you see
of the committee on?
Can you see that there is no point in having the discussion? We need to break apart at the earliest. That is why we are justified in going for the 16th of March, the secession, the breaking away from Nigeria. That's why that flag that you see there is so important. We've put a mark in the sand. It's enough. Nigeria is no more. As far as Yoruba land is concerned, they can keep Nigeria the name in the Fulani land. They are not going to come to our land to be doing this. We need to put a stop to this. We need to put a stop, a full stop. Listen on.
If you go through that one, it has nothing relevant to what you are now presenting.
No, I'm not even talking about the committee. I'm saying
no. You are referring me to so that I will understand. Yes, we agree that even the house.
Can you see this man, the deputy speaker, a Fulani man, telling us that thieves do not have a right to complain about their land being taken by Fulanis in their own land, and you're telling me there's one Nigeria? Are you not outraged? Are you not outraged? As a Southerner, are you not outraged? Just let me remind you, in case you've forgotten. Now, here we go.
And as a person, I may have my relations in the Cameroon, but they are also Fulani men. I have relations because from the maternal side, I'm a Fulani man. And that is why we want to educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan.
You see, the Fulani can be anywhere. But if you, a Southerner, talk about your own right to that land, they don't care about that. They are only interested in Fulani. They are only interested, and they want to make it a Fulani nation. We need to resist this. We must. Now, let me play the other bit for you again. Listen on.
Your concern
that is for, excuse me, that is for them if they have issues, for us to solve it for them. But out there, at their own comfort, I think they don't have this, the position.
So why do we bother about Nigerians in the diaspora then? Because why do we bother? Because we have a diaspora commission.
Please, I will not allow that petition to take.
Honorable Gbillah, be guided.
Please.
Honorable Gbillah, be guided.
I'm not.
Can you see that? Can you see that it's a Fulani nation we are in now? Can you see that we are in a Fulani nation? Can you see that we are in a Fulani nation and we need to break apart? Let the Fulanis keep that in the north. And hopefully the Hausas. Hausa people, this is a clarion call. We are calling on all the Hausa people in the north. It is time to stand up for your land, though. The land that Usman Danfodio took from you. He took it from you. Hausa people in the north. Start taking back your land from the Fulanis. The Fulanis, they've made you slaves in your land. We in the south, we are not going to accept that. We are not. We hope these Hausas will stand up against the Fulanis. You have to stand up against them in your land. Push them back into the Sahel, into the north, and push them back into Gambia, into the other. They're not part of us. And they want to take over the whole nation. Look at this.
Means that we need to take that petition. Thank you.
Whip, take your seat. Be guided about what whip, sir.
Thank you. Take your seat, please.
Can you see that? Fulani speak, and we have to comply. Fulani speak, and we're not one nation. We are not one nation. Let's break this thing up now. And in fact, we have declared Yoruba Nation from the 16th of March 2020. I've shown you the flag. I'll show you again in case you missed it. From the 16th of March 2021, 16th of March 2021, the flag, we have Yoruba Nation. And we are not going to be part of that contraption. We are breaking away from it. Look at this injustice. This man has the temerity to be making statements. Are they Nigerians? Listen.
Okay, yes, they do, because
Listen.
give people in this honorable house.
Did you say thieves in America?
The petition is from the Mutual Union of TIV people in America. Yes, there's a very
If they're in America, could they really be an interested party here?
Now, pause it right there. I want this video to go viral. Please. I want it to go viral. Now, listen to this one. Listen.
Mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man.
You see?
The Fulani man is a global or an African person.
You see?
He moves from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man.
You see?
And as a person...
So, from the Gambia or the Senegal, his nationality is a Fulani man. So, what do you call a Gambian? Is that not a nationality? A Senegal, is that not a nationality? But the Fulani is more of a, that is his identity. It's his nationality. So being a Fulani is his nationality. So you're trying to tell me that is more important. If that's the case, then my nationality as a Yoruba man in Yoruba land is what I'm justified in going for Yoruba Nation. And you have no right to come into Yoruba Nation. That is why that flag is up. You have no right. Fulani man, you need to go back to Gambia, Senegal. You need to go back. This is not your land. Go back to the Gambia and Senegal. We do not want you on Yoruba land or on Biafra land or Middle Belt land or the TIV land. And we will resist you. We are calling on our Hausa brothers in the north. Rise up. Enough of this. You've been made slaves in your own land. We in the south, west, southeast, and middle belt, we are not going to be made slaves in our own land. We are not prepared to accept this. So, Eke said, this man now, listen on.
May have my relations in the Cameroon, but they are also Fulani men. I have relations because from the maternal.
You see that? So, people from the Cameroon can come and claim to be Nigerian. But Nigerians cannot complain about what is being done, even if, and by the way, they were chased out because of bad governance. Nigerians who are around the world, the Yoruba TIV people, they cannot talk about the issues. And they had the case thrown out. They had the petition withdrawn. And you're telling me we have one Nigeria. They put the seal of approval on Yoruba Nation by this singular act. They put the seal of approval on Yoruba Nation. That's but please, I'm asking you all, please, what justification has this Ahmed Wase got to tell a TIV man that he cannot raise complaints about the injustice being carried out on these people in the house of that nation? But a Fulani man from the Sahel, a Fulani man from Gambia, from Senegal, from others can come and claim to be a Nigerian, and they will welcome it. Can you not see the injustice? All you want, call it on all you want Nigeria people. Watch this video. You will understand conclusively there is no one Nigeria. There's only one Fulani nation they're trying to create. And we have told you there is something called the Abuja Declaration. Don't take my word for it. Let me bring it out. Let me bring it out for you. You keep remembering, they threw out the complaint. They did not even want to. The guy threw out the petition because their land had been taken. They threw it out. And you are not outraged, but you are busy telling me about one Nigeria. The people who are the Nigerians their lands have been taken. They have been placed in internally placed camps, IDP camps. But you are still talking about one Nigeria. By the time they finish, those people will not, they are, in fact, these people are now, they are now refugees in their own land. They are refugees in their own land. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to get you this one. Please do bear with me. Abuja Declaration. I just wanted you to see what I'm saying here. Let me just see if I can get that out. Declaration. Got it? Is there? Sorry. One second, please. I just need to find it for you. Okay, I know what's happened. It's okay. It's okay. I know what's happened. There is another way to get it for me. I just want you to get this clear. I want to try and find you something. Okay. Okay. Now, let me do this quickly for you. I will bring it up. Yeah, there we go. That's it. I believe we got it now. 1 second, please. I know it's a bit long-winded, but I want you to nonetheless see this, because sometimes they are trying to create a Fulani state. Whilst you are busy talking about one Nigeria, they are trying to create a Fulani state. And that's what we're trying to bring to your attention. That don't accept it. Do not. Now, please, I want you to read this line with me. Read this line so you understand. They did the 1989 Abuja Declaration. And in 1990, yeah, they did this. Read this. They did an alternative declaration. They amended the 89 declaration. That's here. It says here. Amongst other things, Muslims should be appointed to strategic posts. Non-Muslims should be eradicated. Nigeria should become a federal Islamic sultanate, and Western law should be replaced with Sharia. Now, the people who are here is the killing thing, the sickening thing. They are working with Western government. The Western laws, they don't care about Western laws. They're not interested. They can make the Fulanis can make all the laws they want. But what the Western companies, what the Western nations want is unfettered, unvetted access to the resources in our land. For that, they will tell them, make it Islamic all you want, as long as you come to an agreement with us that we have uninterrupted access to your resources, and we will give you whatever else you want. And that is what is happening right now. Right now. There was a plane. Let me get you a video, if I can get the video out. And this is why I'm telling you we need to wake up. I would a video of a plane, a private jet, taking gold out of the north. I think it's Zamfara. It was being flown out to the UK. Listen to this one. Where is it? Let me get this for you. It is of immense importance. Do not ignore this message. Those of you who are speaking One Nigeria, understand that we are under serious threat. We are under serious threat. Let me see if I can get this video out. I hope it's here. Oh, that's not it? No, is that it? No, that's it. I have it somewhere, but I will get it out. I do promise you, I will get it out. Just give me a minute. I know it's a bit much. It's long-winded, but this may be it. Okay. Let's go there. Play. I think this is it. Yeah. Keep at. I want to just show you something. I want you to listen to not this one. Now listen. Now, I'm going to play it to you now. You will see a plane flying off. Now, this is gold being taken out of Nigeria on a private jet to the UK from Zamfara by the Fulani government. They've made an agreement with Britain to take our gold.
You may argue that you still need more evidence to prove what I'm saying.
You see?
Because you have seen only where the jet is taking off. But the person in question that recorded this very video was there, live and direct. The same person is the one who leaked this very secret. Actually, the other...
1 second, please. Give me a second. I'll just... Give me 1 second, please. So...
side, you would have seen more, came with the face of the guy, the person in question that recorded this very video, and he pleaded that he doesn't want to see his face on this very video because this is a top secret that is going on in Zamfara State.
Yeah.
He pleaded that he doesn't want his face to be shown on the video. That's why, while cutting the face, it also went with the side that has more evidence and the place they are mining that very gold. That's why the video became very short like this. But whether you believe it or not, when we see something, we say it the way it came.
So anyway, now going back to what I'm saying, tie that back to this statement. Tie it back to this statement. This Fulani man, who's not Nigerian, actually, the Hausas are the real Fulani, the ones who own the land. The Fulanis have made Hausas into slaves. Don't take my word for it. Let me give you more evidence. I'm just building more evidence for you to consider what I'm saying. Listen, I'm going to bring you more evidence. If you doubt what I'm saying, that's fine. You have every right to doubt it. But I want you to look at this picture, if I can find it for you. Okay, now. Okay, so now I want to show you a picture. It will come up soon. It will come up in a little bit. I want to just put this somewhere. You can find a space to put it. Just give me a minute, please. That one. 1 second, please. I'm just trying to make sure that you can. Okay. Now. Where's that picture? Oh, okay. Not gonna let me do that for some reason, but that's okay. 1 second. Let's do here. Okay. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna put it on the side. You will see something come up now if I can find it. Is that it? I don't want that there. Not it. Sorry, just give me a minute. It's not the one I want. Just give me a minute. I will get it there. I know it takes a while. Sometimes when I'm doing this thing, you think, oh, but it's not for lack of trying. It's just that you have to get certain things in the right place. Then you can be more. Okay. We might be onto something. Give me a minute. Sorry, it's too late. Just wouldn't let me do what I wanted to do there. Sorry about this. Sometimes this thing will happen, sometimes it will not. I need to just get you this thing because I want you to see. Sometimes you don't see the full picture and you think, okay, there we go. Yeah, thank you. Got it. Sometimes you got to be persistent. You have to be persistent with this thing. You would have seen it before, but those of you who believe in One Nigeria, I want you to keep this quote in mind. by Ahmed Wase. You see, that quote is extremely important. And I'm going to read it to you. Got my glasses out. And as you are reading it, keep looking at Ahmed Wase. Keep looking at him to understand that the Fulanis want our land at all costs. This is what Ahmed Wase said before he was assassinated. The new nation called Nigeria should be an estate of our great-grandfather, Uthman Dan Fodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of power. We use the minorities of the North, Hausas. And by the way, when they say minorities of the North, they are saying they are psychologically trying to depress the Fulani Hausas, depress the Hausas from ever rising up. The fact is, of the whole of the North, Fulanis are the ones in minority. They are not up to 10 million, but they are running our nation. Enough of this nonsense. So it says here, we use the minorities of the North as willing tools and the South as a conquered territory, and never allow them to rule over us, and never allow them to have control over their future. Ahmed Wase. And I still stand by that quote today. Unreservedly, I stand by that quote. And I want you all to ensure that you understand quite how significant that is. Quite how significant. So this man is simply carrying out the bidding, the plan that Ahmed Wase, Uthman Dan Fodio, and and Uthman Dan Fodio is the great grandson of the of Uthman Dan Fodio. And these Fulanis with their, listen to this one before I wrap this up. Where is it? Here we go. Listen again.
I'm a Fulani man. And that is why we want to educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan.
You see?
As somebody coming from the Niger Delta.
You see?
Because he speaks the Niger Delta language, which you and I don't.
You see?
And of course, we would have to just take this as part of our own.
So we have to accept the Fulani as part of every part of Nigeria. And then the people who are the original owners, they get pushed away. So the land now becomes Fulani land. Do you get it? There is nothing as one Nigeria. This is about Fulani. And like I said, Ahmed Wase said it. The new nation called Nigeria is now, as far as they're concerned, the estate of his own great-grandfather, Uthman Dan Fodio. And we must say no. Yoruba land is not that, though. We are telling you. We got evidence of what I'm saying. The evidence is this. We are telling you that as of the 16th of March 2021, Yoruba land stands, and we are not part of that contraption, and we're going away. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop it here, and I'll just only do one more thing. They actually stopped the petition. Listen to the end of it. I'm not going to play. Just listen to this. Listen to this one. Listen.
I'm saying, no, you are referring me to so that I will understand. Yes, we agree.
You see, the Fulani man is now telling us in our own land that he is the Lord over us all. And he's denying us the right to question. Remember what the question was, oh? Let me bring you to the top, actually. Listen. Listen to this.
The mutual union of the TIV in America against the federal government of Nigeria. And the issue has to do with the ancestral land of the TIV people that seem to have been possessed in recent times through various attacks, and the fact that they are languishing in IDP camps till date without any intervention.
Did you hear that? TIV people are languishing in ID camps till date without any intervention. And what do these people do? This Ahmed Wase do? Listen to the end of this.
Understand? Yes, we agree. That even the house here will have their sovereignty.
Your concern
that is for, excuse me. That is for them if they have issues, for us to solve it for them. But out there, at their own comfort, I think they don't have this. The position.
So why do we bother about Nigerians in the diaspora then? Because why do we bother? Because we have a diaspora commission.
Please, I will not allow that petition to take.
Honorable Gbillah, be guided.
Please.
Honorable Gbillah, be guided.
I'm not convinced that we need to take that petition. Thank you.
Honorable Gbillah, be guided.
About what, whip, sir?
Thank you. Take your seat, please.
So, And so if you are not a Fulani man, your voice doesn't matter, even though it's your land. Chief people have been internally displaced in their own land by Fulanis, and they don't want you to talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no such thing as one Nigeria. I've given you the evidence. There's Abuja Declaration. There's all attempts to make sure they are trying to come for our land in the south, in the middle belt, southwest, southeast. We need to resist with everything we have. And one more thing. Every Yoruba man, every Igbo man, every middle beltan, please understand, if we stand together, the Fulanis are not up to 10 million in that contraption called Nigeria. We must kick them out of our land. We're not fighting. They are coming for our land. And those among us who are traitors, we need to find a way to deal with the traitors in the midst of Yorubas, in the midst of Igbos, in the midst of Middle Beltans. Because they are the ones who are putting us in harm's way. The Fulanis are not up to 10 million in our land. And we are allowing them to do this to us in our land. This is not acceptable. This man, listen to what I'm going to say again.
Heritage, something that is African, and that we cannot just close the border and say the Fulani man is just a Nigerian or this. No.
You see, they cannot just close the borders to Fulani man. So the Fulani, they don't know borders. But we are supposed to now, when our people go out, we'll have to know that they cannot talk. Do you see the injustice? Ladies and gentlemen, I put it to you that there is no such thing as one Nigeria. On the evidence, you will see that when you play this back, you will agree with me conclusively. I think I'm going to stop here. I'm leaving Bala there because Bala is telling you that the Fulani don't know borders. But we are expected to respect borders. And at the same time, they don't know borders, but they have the right to claim our land from us. See, people are displaced in their own land. They are trying to raise the questions on the floor of the house, and they've been silenced. And you're telling me we're not one Nigeria. Listen back again. Listen back again to this. See, people, their land have been taken, and that's not been addressed.
Ancestral land of the TIV people that seem to have been possessed in recent times through various attacks, and the fact that they are languishing in IDP camps till date without any intervention. With your kind permission, Mr. Speaker, I want to lay this petition before this honorable house.
Did you say thieves in America?
Did you hear that? So thieves, people of TIV, and keep in mind, because of Fulani bad governance, many thieves they left the country. They went out to try and do something. But they're still TIV people. And there are people now being displaced. They're complaining on behalf of their people that have been displaced. And they will not listen to the petition. And you're telling me, if the House of Reps will not listen to that petition about displaced people, that is the clearest evidence that there is no one Nigeria. That is the clearest evidence. Listen back again. Listen back. Listen back.
And the issue has to do with the ancestral land of the TIV people that seem to have been possessed in recent times through various attacks, and the fact that they are languishing in IDP camps till date without any intervention. With your kind permission, Mr. Speaker, I want to lay this petition before this honorable house.
Did you say thieves in?
Did you see what they did there? Did you say thieves in America? Mark Gbillah, a House of Rep member representing Benue, tries to raise a petition on behalf of his people, and it was denied. That's the clearest evidence that there is no such thing as one Nigeria. The Fulanis believe that they own the whole place, and you, the original people, if you do not speak up now, they will take the land off you. People of Benue, people of TIV area, they are being displaced. And instead of them to hear it, they did not let the House of Reps talk about it. And now they're telling him towards the end, you will hear somebody say, Mr. Mark Gbillah, be guided. What do you mean guided? He's speaking up for his people. These are clearest individuals. We are not one. Please, when you get this broadcast, share it. This is Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Listen, This is of immense importance. When I share this broadcast, please do share. I'm putting evidence in front of you. One more thing I will show you. They are going for the Abuja Declaration. Alternative declaration was made, amongst other things, that only Muslims should be appointed to strategic posts. Non-Muslim religions should be eradicated. Nigeria should become a federal Islamic sultanate, and Western law should be replaced with Sharia. Now, like I said, I showed you a plane where gold was being flown out of the country via private jet. I want to just show you. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I get this for you so you can see. Where plane was being flown out of the contraption, private jet, to the UK. Gold from Zamfara. The people who own that land, they've been pushed away, they've been cleared by the Fulanis. And with the amount of wealth we have, Nigeria should be one of the wealthiest nations on planet Earth. But the Fulanis have made us slaves in our land. It's time to resist. There is no other way. If we do not speak up now, many of us, like the Yorubas are doing, like Biafrans are doing, if we do, and Middle Bentons increasingly so, we don't speak up, the Fulanis will take the entire land from us. They are not up to 10 million. There's 200 million of us. Out of that, they are not up to 10 million. I'm telling you, my Igbo brothers, my Yoruba brothers, my Middle Benton brothers, time to stand up. They are not even going to entertain us to speak and raise concerns on the floor of the National Assembly. Enough of this nonsense. Please share this broadcast when you get it. Thank you for watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please share, and share. Leave your comments. This is horrifying and sickening. They did not allow the petition about internally displaced people to be placed on the floor of the House. And you tell me they're One Nigeria. Now, unacceptable.